Hello friends, and welcome to another video lesson from DBOS Talks. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click subscribe and click the bell so that you can be notified of new uploads. This video is part of the playlist called Windows Tips and Tricks, and here we'll be learning how to add and remove review comments to a Word document. Okay, let's open a Word document, and if you will notice, there's some text in it, and now I'll show you first how to add review comments. Sometimes, at the workplace, we hear of the term collaboration. And when we talk of collaboration, it also can be applied to documents, preparing documents. So 2 or more people can collaborate on preparing and refining a document, an office document especially. So in this case, maybe how can that be done in terms of a document preparation? It could be done when there is some kind of review process, that somebody will prepare the document, the draft, and then somebody else who is in the team can review it and add his or her comments to that document. Okay, so we will learn 2 things in this video: adding review comments as well as removing display comments or review comments. Why is that? Because sometimes also you come up, somebody gives you or passes you a document, and this is what you get, and you don't like it because it's not so readable, isn't it? If your purpose for reading the document is not really to do a review, then you don't need the document to be in this manner, in this format. Okay, so the comments and the markings out there for tracking purposes are just blocking the view, and it's making it unreadable. So that's why we also need to learn how to remove these things and how to add them if we need to add them. Okay, so first is adding those review comments. So to add a review comment, before that, the other thing we can set up is making the changes trackable, meaning they can be tracked. Okay, so if we want to track the changes done on a document, because sometimes there could be typographical errors that you will see, or even words that are correctly used but can be improved, then you can make changes. Somebody can make changes in the team, and then it's good if it can be tracked. Okay, so let's go in the review tab. Okay, you go to tracking here, click on the drop down, and then you click on track changes. Okay, you click on track changes again. So what it does is, from this point on, whenever you make changes to this document, Word will show it in such an obvious manner, very visible, that others who have access to this document will be able to see easily the changes that you have done, or somebody or anybody else who has done any change. Okay, let's just say I saw these words, I saw the phrase workplace, and I'm thinking it can actually be written as a single word. So I will do a backspace and then save. So you did the changes, but you will notice that if you're not familiar with this setting, with this feature, you will notice that the word place did not really move to the left as you would want it to happen, right? But on the left, you will see there's already some marking here. This is for tracking. So you'll see it is even the dash here is like a minus sign, meaning the space has been removed or deleted. So that's the meaning of that. Okay, in addition to that, so this is tracking. Let's say you found this other thing here, this word collaboration. You saw that the spelling is not right and it's supposed to be double L, so you correct that. And then you can see, even if before saving, you can already see there's a different color, light shade of blue, being placed on the L that you have added. So it's like a marking there for tracking purposes, that this kind of change was done, this kind of editing was done on this document. Okay, in addition to this tracking, you could also add comments as you add those changes. Even if you don't add changes, you can still add comments. Okay, so to add comments, you can go to, let's say, review. Okay, in the review tab, you click on new let me just, okay, in the review tab, click on comments. Okay, new comment. Okay, first is you put your cursor where you want it to be. So let's just say here, I made the correction here, isn't it? I made this into a single word. So I'll put my cursor somewhere there in that word, and then I'll go to Review tab, and then Comments, the drop down, and then click on New Comments. What will happen is that whoever is logged in, I'm logged in as DBOS Talks. So Microsoft Word will take note of that, and then it will put my name in there together with my comments. So I will say, this can be as a single word. Okay. No. Okay. So I've added a comment, and as you can see, it added the user ID, whoever is logged in this case, DBOS Talks. And then it says when approximately the comment was added a few seconds ago, and then the comments. These can be written as a single word. And then that comment is pointing to the location where I made the changes. Let's do another one. Here, collaboration, I did a change. So I will put my mouse there, my cursor there, and then same thing, review. In the review tab, I click on comments and then new comment. Okay, you will say, I would say misspelled. Okay, and then I would say. So that is how to add. We did two things here to track the changes and in the document, as well as to add review comments. Okay, if you remember at the beginning of the video, I showed you, I will close this one. At the beginning of the video, I showed you this document, which has the same contents as the one before, and it has tracking of change. It shows the tracking of the changes, as well as review comments on the right side of the file. So the second thing we need to learn, because sometimes you receive this, the file, the document in this format, in this situation, this is status, and you wanted to remove the tracking and you wanted to remove the comments for readability purposes. But first, before you do that, if it is just your own personal copy, that's fine. But if it is the copy that is being circulated and will later be finalized and submitted to some other team or a customer, then you should be sure before clearing this off. So the first is the person who will be doing the correction, he must be sure before removing. Let's just say, okay, let's just assume that the person now receiving, looking at this document, has the authority to clear out all the, to verify all the changes. And once it's good, he can remove the comments, then that's fine. So, okay. Let me just to review the comments, to remove, okay. You can, again, you go to, sorry, the tracking. In the review tab, okay, you go to changes, this group here called changes, and then you can say accept. Okay. Okay, my word is not so big. Accept. There is an option here called accept all changes. And you can also say accept all changes and stop tracking. Again, it's in the review tab, you go to accept, and you can either click on accept all changes or accept all changes and stop tracking. When we say accept all changes, what this means is that you are in agreement with the corrections that were made to this document. You agree that this is correct now, this is not correct, this is not correct, okay? So in this case, the workplace has been made into a single word, collaboration has been made a double L, preparation, it used to be E here, it's now PA. So if you agree with all those changes, then you can click on this. I can even say accept all changes and stop tracking. But if you still, you wanted to just accept changes and there will still be other changes that could be done by others, then you can just click this. Otherwise, if you want, this document is now final, then you can click on accept all changes and stop tracking. Okay, so what it did is it removed the tracking characters or highlights of colors of sorts in the document, but you're not yet done because you also wanted to remove the review comments on the right-hand margin of the document, okay? So to do that, to remove these review comments on this right side, you again go to your review tab, that's review tab. If you're in somewhere other place, home, you go to review tab, okay? And then you go to comments, you click on the drop down there. In the delete drop, okay, you click on delete, and then you just click on delete all comments in document. So with that, the review comments are gone on your right side, and you can proceed to save this document. Okay, so we've done two things in this step, which is to stop the track. You accept, actually three things. You accepted the changes, you stopped the tracking of the changes, and then you removed the review comments on the right side. Okay, so earlier we also learned how to add review comments and do the tracking of the document. Okay, so that's that, and I hope you learned something new from this video. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please click subscribe, and I'll be seeing you in the next video.